Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. And man, have we had some news that have been in motion since yesterday. Wow. So today is Thursday, September the 10th, 2020. Today is Thursday, September the 10th, 2020. Good morning, Pastor Alex. And when I tell y'all we've had some news, we have had some news. Good morning, Brenda Randleman. I will try to catch as many of you as you're coming in to say hello. If not, please accept this blanket. Good morning to all of you, because I want to jump right in. We had some news on yesterday. Just to give you an understanding of what's happening, and again, many of you know we're 6 years, my daughter and I, we are 6 years, good morning, Deborah, into Ready Publication, which is now Ready Media, LLC. And News in Motion is a arm, if you will, of Ready Media. But News in Motion falls under my ministry side, which is Ministry in Motion. Just pieces and parts, branches of the tree, so forth and so on. Good morning, Kim Hill. So just to give you an idea of what it looks like, because we have been in media arena now, we're going on 7 years come next month. Since we've been in the media arena, we have all these media press passes. We receive media releases. We get alerts on our phones, on our iPads, on our computers. Sometimes we get text messages of what's going on. So the moment I received one text message asking me if I wanted Bob Woodward's Good Morning Carmen book, Rage, and they had a copy for me. They can download it to me immediately. I said yes. I open it up. I'm like, wow. So this is what's happening. So we get news media, news releases from everywhere. And it's a matter of me sitting down, reading, seeing what's right, what's wrong. And I check sources. Sometimes I have 5 things open at one time. And through Good Morning Carmen, and through the 5 things, and I saw some names get back, so forgive me. Again, a blanket good morning, because I'm trying to get through this. So if I don't mention your name, please do not take it personally. But I'm sometimes looking at 5 different things. And as I'm looking at it, I'm comparing them to see what's the trend, what's being said before I even get into the book. By the time I got to page 100 of Rage, I was like, wow. So let me start today by saying, move over Melania and me, because we have rage. And boy, do we have rage. Along with 18 interviews. Along with 18 interviews and tapes in his own voice. That's not a hoax. That's not fake. They have not been doctored. And half of the interviews, he called Bob Woodward. Hello, somebody. It's like, what is happening? So that is what's happening. So we have rage. So one of the audio tapes, I pulled out the quote that said, when he's talking about the coronavirus, he says, this is deadly stuff. That was on February the 7th. And that's the part that's amazing. The news releases I was looking at had the actual date and what time and who called who. And I'm like, what is going on here? Another quote was, I always played it down. That was on March the 19th, 2020. At 10:13 a.m. So I always played it down. You always played it down. Do you understand you have over 190,000 lives, blood, deaths on your hand? Are you kidding me? I almost cussed right there, but I said I'm not going to cuss. Anyway, and I have to use his name today because he's going to have to take ownership of this. Trump acknowledged the dangers of the coronavirus to Bob Woodward, who is the author of Rage. Hear me. I know I tell y'all to get all these books. But if you want to get one book, get Rage. Just get Rage. Just get Rage. Okay, y'all? And he continues to downplay the risk. Even when he came out to give his excuse yesterday, he's like, I didn't want y'all to be in a panic. No, you have a quote that says you want to keep the country safe and prosperous. So you did not want to say anything. That's a quote, y'all. That is a quote from him. This is just crazy. This is crazy. So yesterday, so let me just take that just for a moment. And I'll try to get to the rest of it. I promise you, and we'll try to do this quickly. But let me just get to that piece. My question is, all of those Republicans, and yes, I'm calling them out, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Susan Collins, That dude here in Ohio, from Ohio State, that just gets on my last nerves. Jim Jordan, I think is his name. Ugh. He has his own issues. He should be in jail if you want to really know the truth. So let's just say that. I live in Ohio. I know this story from the information that's been provided. So I can say that. And some of you know this story as well, so you can say that. And they're talking about, I haven't read the book. Forget the book. Did you hear the tapes? Did you hear those tapes? You know, so they're walking around when journalists are trying to get them to comment. And they're saying, I haven't read the book. I haven't read the book. Even before they ask a question. Forget the book. Did you listen to the tapes? And what are you going to do about it? I immediately called in Ohio, Rob Portman. I immediately called his office. What are y'all doing? Well, he hasn't read the book. Forget the book. Did y'all hear the tapes? And that's my line. And y'all know the hashtag that is trending is Trump knew. Hashtag Trump knew. The Lincoln Project came right out with it. People are coming right out with it. I also called Sherrod Brown's office. I said, okay, what are y'all getting ready to do? Y'all just can't let this just slide by. These are lives. These are lives that we have lost. What is happening? I watched Fox News this morning because I wanted to see how they would report on this. I was appalled. Yes, to me, this is ridiculous. Now, here again, and y'all know I've been saying this for a long time. We have an opportunity not just to focus on the election, but to focus on what are we going to do. And Demia said this yesterday, and if y'all have not seen Demia's Facebook Live with Wellness Wednesday, I believe is the name of it. Wellness Wednesday from New Salem Baptist Church of Columbus, Ohio. Dr. Keith Troy is the pastor there. If you have not seen that, Demia, please post that so that people can watch that. Y'all, I told y'all for several months now that she is a diversity strategist, expert, guru. She broke everything down on yesterday. But on yesterday, she talked about strategy. The same thing y'all been hearing in different places about strategy. Election is one thing, but beyond election, y'all, we have to have a strategy. So what are we doing? It's not just about the highest office. It is about everybody across the board. We have to hold them accountable. So what is it that we're going to do? I believe it was a month ago, and Anita Dawson, please tell me if I have this date right. Maybe sometime early August, where I talked about we need to have a system in place. And we need to determine, okay, who's going to look over the judges, who's going to look over the Court of Appeals, who's going to look over commissioners, who's going to look over our Congress, who's going to work on police brutality, who's going to work on economic tax plan economics and so forth, who's going to look over healthcare. Y'all, this is the kind of system that we have because one person cannot do it all. We cannot do it all. I've been talking about partnership and collaboration. Thank you. Yes, that's correct. I've been talking about partner and collaboration. I've been saying, y'all, we have to. That's why I'm always giving you all these different sources. Last week, I gave you nothing but sources. This week, I've given you tons of sources. Yesterday, I believe I probably overwhelmed you with sources. But listen, I'm giving you all this information because we need to have a plan. We need to have a strategy. We need to walk this thing out, y'all, because there's no way that when I woke up this morning, thank you, Demia, y'all check out that link. I need y'all to check out that link, and she's going to be doing a part 2. But there's no reason that I woke up this morning and did not get that he resigned. Now, y'all know what I think about that, so I'm not going to say that again. But there is no way that someone has not said to him, dude, you need to step down. There is absolutely no way. You're right. One person. You're right, Judge. Y'all, we got to get her in here in Franklin County. So those of you who are in Franklin County in the state of Ohio and Columbus, Ohio, we need to get her in there. So listen, y'all, we need to have some plan. Vote. Please vote. That's number one. Please vote. Be registered to vote and vote. But beyond voting, what is your plan? I'm trying real hard not to cuss today. But what is your plan? What, for 14 weeks I haven't cussed, so I can't start today. But what is your plan? What is your plan, people? What is your plan? We need to call them. We need to call them from yesterday, talking about how the U.S. Justice Department stepped in on a rape claim from 1990. No, I'm not paying for that. My tax dollars is not paying for that. So yes, I bombarded them yesterday with phone calls and emails, and I'ma still do it. And I also was tweeting it. And I tweeted, I'm not paying. And that was a hashtag that was trending yesterday. I'm not paying. Y'all, this is serious. This is serious. We can't do this. We cannot do this, y'all. We can't do this. We can't do this. And am I emotional and passionate this morning? Yes, I am. Why? Because I'm fired up. He's on tape. He knew. He's on tape, y'all. We have to do something. And we can't wait till November the 3rd to vote. We need to be calling and bombarding our representatives right now. If you need a template for what to say, it can really just be a one-liner. But if you need a template, let me know so I can put a template together so that you can have that calling sheet, that messaging, that email sheet, whatever that is. But this is not okay. Hear me. It's not okay for us, and it's not okay for our children. It's not okay for our grandchildren. That's right, Demia. He knew. It is not okay for our children's children. It is not okay. It is not okay. It's not. He wants to talk about law and order. Well, let's talk about law and order about you lying in the main office. And lives are dead. 190,000 plus are dead because of that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. All right, y'all, let me keep going. And he continues to play games. The occupant has once again told his supporters to vote twice. Y'all, that's illegal. That is sure enough illegal to vote twice. That's illegal. You cannot do that. He is really trying to spin this narrative. But this is why I believe he's trying to spin this narrative. He's trying to spin it to cause a problem in the election so that he can stay in office. No, boy, you got to go. You have got to go to I don't care what side of the aisle you are on. If you are still backing this, something's wrong. Something's wrong. And by the way, if you make less than $150,000, he's not helping you. So if you think you're keeping him in there because of your wealth and because of your paycheck, think again. He's not helping you. He's not helping you. He's helping the 1% and the 1% only. So let's get that out there. If you're saying, well, I want to hold on to him because of unborn babies. Well, okay, I have two children. I have two children. I'm going to tread here as lightly as I can. I have two children. But at the same time, Black lives matter. And I see the death of Black and brown people all the time. And why aren't we worried about that part of pro-life? We can't separate pro-life. Either you're pro-life or you're not. If you're pro-life, that concludes everything. That includes everything. Yeah, y'all, I'm emotional. I'm passionate today. Y'all got to forgive me on the front end. But this is where I'm at. And this is how we don't all have to be bouncing over. This is just me. I'm an extrovert. But all of us should be pretty upset about what we just learned on yesterday. And then you're going to tell your people to vote twice? Are you kidding me? That's illegal. That's illegal. Now, if I did that, I would go straight to jail. I'm not going to do that because I know that's illegal. But y'all, he's sowing this, y'all. He's sowing this. He is sowing this. And this needs to stop today. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. Let me go there for a moment. How have you been praying? Because we need to be watchwomen and watchmen on the wall praying. We need to be praying. And I know God is moving. I even think this exposure yesterday was an act of God. Come on. He just talked about Bob Woodward with the first book. And you're going to go around and do another interview, 18 of them to be exact. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What he's really telling America is that I can do whatever I want to you. And you gonna believe it. Well, some of us will, some of us won't. I'm not believing a word you have to say, dude, except what I heard on those tapes. Everything else that comes out your mouth when you're doing a rally, forget about it. Because I'm not listening to that. So stop telling your people to vote twice. Will they or won't they let him testify? Well, we got another whistleblower, y'all, Brian Murphy. He is alleging that top political appointees in the Department of Homeland Security, and check this out, they tried to hide this report. It kept trying to come up, but they kept trying to just talk about Bob Woodward in his book, which is phenomenal. But we have another whistleblower. This whistleblower was told by Homeland Security repeatedly instructed career officials to modify intelligence assessments to suit the occupants. I got to call his name today because we want to know who he is. To suit Trump, Donald J. Trump, agenda by downplaying Russia's effort to interfere in the U.S. and the threat posed by white supremacists. Yeah, right there. According to documents reviewed by CNN, Politico, MSNBC, including Fox News. Oh yeah. This happened in mid-May, and the whistleblower was then immediately demoted. Yeah, you talking too much. Well, now Congress wants him to testify, and they're telling him he can't testify. Well, just quit the job, go testify, and get your job back once we get this man out of office. How about that? Yeah, we got to become smart and use wisdom and strategize here. Well, on one hand, I guess we still need him in there, but he's not going to hear anything now. They made sure, he's going to talk, so we need to shut him up. We need to put him somewhere else. Wait until later today when Cohen's books drop. Y'all, all these books are dropping at one time. It's like they all can't be lying. They just can't be lying. You're right, Bill Palmer. Y'all, we got to pray. Now that I calm down just a tad bit, just for a moment, because this is, all of it's serious. Y'all, from The Guardian, I was looking at all the different images. And if you follow number 44, our great president, Barack Obama, the images that he posted on all his social media yesterday as well. From The Guardian, the fires are moving fast, and they're large fires. They are raging across the west part of America. They were destroying hundreds of homes. Skies are orange all over. They're keeping the lights on during the day. They're asking people to drive with their hazard lights on if they have to go anywhere. Even from the San Francisco bridge, there were shots being taken, pictures, not gunshots, but images of just the sky from the San Francisco bridge. There are now more than 85 wildfires, more acres burned in a day than that typically burn in a year. So y'all, we have to keep praying for the West. We do. And it's sad that we have all this other mess going on while they're trying to evacuate, save homes, save lives, save vineyards, save the agriculture, just save things. So y'all, we really do have to pray. Again, that's why I say we have to have pockets of groups. And there's so many people that are already doing things. Find and collaborate with them. It's no need to start something new. Let's just find something and collaborate with them. They're already saying, please don't send food. Please don't send clothes. Please don't send any of that. Right now, they need money. So find a reputable, and I have not researched them. So if anybody here knows of any reputable sources that people can send money to help the wildfires in the West, please do so. But even as you get a source on any platform, please check the source out. Look at how much they give to operations compared to how much they give to individual people. Okay, I understand people need to be paid to do the work that they're doing. I understand that. I'm in the same situation. But at the same time, we have to look at the needs of the people. So if operations are at 70% and the people only get 30%, that's not a good place to go. Okay, you want to find something that operations is almost comparable or a little less than what they're giving out to the people. So be mindful of that when you're checking that out. All right, y'all. Coronavirus spikes among school-age children in Florida. Get this. State orders the counties to keep data hidden. What? Who does that? I just don't know what's going on right now. I honestly don't know what's going on. Why would you keep that information hidden from the parents who have children that are going to the school? Why would you keep that information hidden from the teachers or from the staff who are part of those school systems? This doesn't make sense to me, y'all. Infection among school-age children have jumped 34% in Florida. Some parents in many areas, again, they don't know if the outbreaks are related to their schools or where their children are going, because again, the state ordered to keep that information secret. That's happening. So the numbers in the U.S., and again, I go to the World Health Organization, there are 6,549,475 cases in the U.S. 6,549,475. There are, again, I go to the World Health Organization. I don't know why the CDC don't use these same numbers. They like lag behind. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at this point. There's a lot of numbers. There are 195,239 deaths in the U.S., which means there probably will hit 200,000 before the end of September. They had that number for the end of the year. It's coming in quickly. There are 3,846,095 that have recovered. So yes, we need to celebrate the recovery. All right, y'all ready for some resources? Y'all ready for some resources? Hashtag vote ready. That's a new hashtag that's trending when it comes to voting. And again, if you put the link in there as I share it, make sure you put in the www. So that people can easily click on this. Thank you, Lauren Singh. To click on this is www.iamvoteready.org. iamvoteready.org. Again, put in the www. For people to pick it up. Now, on that resource, y'all, there are tons of social media tools and images. So that the key is to have the same images out there so that people can see them. The same images out there so people can see them. If you want to get a frame for your picture, Ready Publication, Ready Media has that. You can just go to www.readypublication.com and click on the Ready to Vote campaign icon. You upload your picture, we put the frame on it, we send it back to you within 24 hours. If we put the same type of images out there, it'll let people see, let me check this out. I keep seeing these same things. So if you go to Vote Ready, so that was Ready Publication if you want a frame for your picture. If you want to get just social media tools like different memes and images and things like that tells people where to vote and to click on the icon, you want to go to www.iamvoteready.org. Now, you want a one-stop shop. Yeah, one-stop shop. Go to vote.org. Go to vote.org, www.vote.org. Now, this is packed with all kinds of tools and resources. Let me give you a highlight. You can check your registration there. Let me say this before I go through the highlight. People are given tools like never before this year, which means people are ready to see a change. But we also have to access the tools and the resources that we have. So even when you get the tools, don't keep them for yourself. Share it with other people, y'all. We have to share this information. So on vote.org, you can check your registration. And y'all, I would say keep checking it until you have voted. Keep checking it, okay? You can register to vote at vote.org, which that's the one I've been giving you for a while now. You can register to vote. You can vote by mail, get the vote by mail information at vote.org. You can get election reminders. How about that? You can get a reminder like, hey, you said you were going today. Put this in your schedule. They will remind you when and what you need to vote. They'll give you a whole dummy ballot on vote.org. You go in there, you go to the icon that says get election reminders. You click on that and it'll ask you for your state, your address. They'll then give you your district. It will tell you who's on the ballot. It will print that out. You can print that out or you can upload that to your iPhone or Samsung or iPad or tablet or whatever. That's the bomb. It will give you a daggone reminder, y'all. Daggone reminder. I'm going to get to that in a minute, Lauren Singh. Polling, it'll also, on vote.org, it will give you your polling place locator. It will also have a link for you to register to become a poll worker. We still need poll workers. And I guess the census are still open. I don't know. So if somebody has an information, but on vote.org, it will even take you to the 2020 census. Okay, so Lauren Singh asked on here, are we voting by mail? No, I'm not. And I'm not telling anybody what to do. On October the 6th, in Ohio, early voting starts on October the 6th. On October 6th, I will be at Delaware County on Route 23, off of Sandusky. I will be in that line to vote. That's what I'm doing. Now, somebody asked this question yesterday. So let me tell you what, this is Gail Dudley's opinion. This is Gail Dudley's opinion. Someone asked me yesterday if they're moving, should they change their stuff now? I said, oh, that's too low. That's too close to the election. That's just too close. Now, I'm not an attorney. I cannot tell you what that looks like. But if you go to change your driver's license, and I'm talking about Ohio, because this is where I reside. If you go change your driver's license in Ohio, you have to wait for that driver's license to come to you. Now, you do get a piece of paper. That's just too risky. That's just too. I actually told this person yesterday, forgive me, and I'm being funny. I said, don't move yet. Move on November 4th. And they was like, no, I got to move this week. Okay, well, move cautiously. Now, and it's sad that we have to feel this way. So if anybody on this thread, and I'm going to look up the information, I haven't had a chance to yet, but if anyone on this thread, whether it's Ohio, North Carolina, Maryland, Utah, wherever, yeah, Damia, too risky. It's like, you just stay, don't even move yet. Change your moving date. But no, seriously, if anybody knows that information on what a person should do, please put that in the thread. I don't have that answer, and I have not taken the time to look that up. But that is risky to me. That is very risky to me in this season. Someone else asked a question. We're going to have more questions tomorrow. Someone else asked a question. If I received my absentee ballot and I send it in, but I choose to vote in person, can I? There are some states, you have to really check your Secretary of State website, because I cannot give a blanket answer on that. I know there's some states that says, well, we all know you can only vote once. See, this is the problem with the occupant telling people to do both. No, you cannot. It's illegal to vote twice. So there's some states that says, you can be safe and mail it in, just the application, just in case you get sick or whatever. You can use that, but if you're well or whatever, you can go in. Now, I don't know. I want y'all to hear me. Gail Dudley does not have the answer to that question for all the different states. The best thing you can do is to go to your Secretary of State's office. Yes, you can only vote once, Lawrencine, only once. Now that I know, you can only vote once. But my response is, I don't know if you can mail it in and then go do something else. You got to check your own, meaning mail in the application and then go, okay, let's see. In Ohio, you would have to vote a provisional ballot if you requested an absentee ballot and then show up to vote in person. And we all know we do not want to vote provisional ballots. You don't want to do that. That's why I've been saying to you all for at least 4 weeks now, have a plan. Have a plan. Lawrence, and you'd be amazed. Everybody don't know that. And that's sad. That's sad. Have a plan. If you are going to vote absentee, then vote absentee. Make that decision today. If you're going to go early vote, then go early vote. If you're going to go on November 3rd, go on November 3rd. Y'all, seriously. But that's the confusion. You're right, Lauren, saying, wow. Same for Maryland. Thank you, Pastor Alex. Same for Maryland. Yes, Lauren, I'm voting in person too. I'm with you, sister. Y'all have a plan. This is no joke. Have a plan. Don't wait. Don't wait and don't mess up. Don't mess up, y'all. Have a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan. Y'all, on here, y'all may see, all right, Lauren, November 3rd. Okay, girl. Y'all may see on here, Beverly Woodard. She's on here quite often. She's on here pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. Well, I want us to lift her up in prayer. Her father passed away. Pastor, preacher, Beverly Woodard. She's actually a first lady of New Salem Baptist Church in Indianapolis. That's right, Demia. Don't mess up. First lady of a church in Indianapolis. Her father passed away. So I want us to just pray for her. She's very faithful to News in Motion. So I just want us to lift her up and pray for her. All right, I'm seeing all these things. Yes, thank you. Yeah, your condolences. Yes, thank you, Kenya. Yeah, it's so confusing. Voting has become very confusing. And it's become confusing because of all of these different things that are out there. That's why I say have a plan. Have a plan. Yes, if you're dropping off your ballot, then say that's what you're going to do. Drop it off. But y'all have a plan. Please have a plan. I'm begging you to have a plan. So know your state. Know your state. News in Motion goes out to all 50 states. Know your state. Know what it is that your state is doing. All right, y'all. For the win, I'm almost done. For the win. For the win. Y'all, every school teacher, faculty member, professor, adjunct professor, principals, janitors, food people, administrators, secretaries, data entry people, legal, police officers, schools, colleges, universities, and daycares. So all of those people that work in schools, colleges, university, and daycares, you get the win. I don't know how you doing this every day under a pandemic, under the unrest, under everything that's going on, under probably the trauma that children and adults are probably facing with everything that's going on. You get the win. You get the win. And I'm going to ask all of us, if you have any school in your area, please send notes, send cards, do something, uplift them. No, we cannot take them food. Get a text, find their email, something. Tell them that you appreciate them. Tell them they get the win. Say for the day, for the week, for the month, you win. You win for everything that you're doing. All right, y'all, my inspirational message. And now, don't laugh at me, but I had to go there last night. I kept hearing the Holy Spirit give me this word. I was like, I don't know anything about it. And it was like the Holy Spirit said, Google is your friend. Look it up. So here it is. Post up. That's a basketball term I learned last night, okay? My husband was laughing. He's like, what are you talking about, post up? I said, that's all I keep hearing. That's all I keep hearing in the spirit, post up. Y'all, we got to post up. When I look this up, it says, this refers to when an offensive player moves down near the basket or into the lower part of the key. I have no idea what that is, but just follow me. They put their backs to the basket and establish his position in order to receive a pass from a teammate. When they turn their back to the basket, they will face in the direction of the teammate who possesses the ball. Mike Nicholson, don't laugh at me. Who possesses the ball. So post up. So this is what I'm hearing in the spirit about this inspirational message today. We have to turn our back to the naysayers, post up with our teammates, and make sure they have all the information they need and they have the leeway to get through where they need to get to. So if we're posting up, we're turning our backs to the naysayers, we're turning our backs to all the noise, and we're saying, I got you. Just come on, follow me. Look at my face. Hear what I'm having to say. Just come on with me. Follow me. Don't listen to the other voices. Block all those out. We've got our backs up against the naysayers, y'all. I'm getting excited. We got our backs up against the naysayers. And they're looking at us. They have the ball, and we're like, come on. Come on, you getting ready to slam dunk your ballot into where it needs to go because I got you. I'm not going to let you go wrong. I'm not going to let people tell you false information. I'm not going to allow people to send you the wrong direction. Nope, that doesn't work. This is the information I have. This is the information and resources I know about. So I'm going to lead you in the right direction. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. Why? Because I care about you because I'm posting up. I'm posting up, y'all. And that's the position we need to play this week. We need to post up. I'm getting excited. I'm trying to calm down, but we need to post up. If somebody has been lied to, we need to tell them they've been lied to. If somebody's been told the truth, we need to tell them they've been told the truth. Even in this season, when I thought I was about to cut off all my Trumper friends and family, nope, I'm about to tell you the truth. You coming my way, I'm about to tell you the truth. I'm posting up with you. We may be teammates in this Christian arena. We may be teammates as friends and family, but guess what? You only going to get the truth from me because this is a season for revelation knowledge and I'm about to reveal to you some things. We need to pray that the scales will be removed from people's eyes who have been blinded and they can't see. Y'all, it's time for us to post up. All right, y'all, I'm Gail Dudley. I got to go to IGTV. This is your News in Motion. Send me your questions for tomorrow. We're going to have question answer day. Today I got coffee. Tomorrow I'm going to have me a mimosa. Yes, I am. So I will see all of you right here tomorrow, if the Lord allows me to, at 7:25 a.m. Until tomorrow, I'm Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Peace out. Love you.